Hi, this is Lyka and I'm back again with another educational vlog. For today's video, we are going to study, explore, and appreciate our very own literature before the emergence of Philippine literature in English. This portal will bring us to our main topic and agendum for today. Basically, we will go back to the very beginning. Yes, we will explore from the very start of Philippine history. Today, join me in revisiting our very own literature before the emergence of Philippine literature in English. So, before we are going into the portal, let me first show you what's inside my backpack. So, I have here my backpack, and I'm gonna show you what's inside of it. We have here 2 pieces of disposable face masks because we do not want to be infected with coronavirus. A hand sanitizer for disinfecting purposes. And a 2 liter of bottled water because we need to stay hydrated at all times. I think we are now good and safe to go. So without further ado, let us now start traveling. So as you can see, this is the portal, and what we only need to do is to enter here and it will automatically bring us to our destination. So what are you still waiting for? Let's go! Wait, where am I? I thought this portal will bring me to the beginning of Philippine history, but why did it bring me inside a book? This is so insane. How could I get out of here? Wait, are these books? Books inside a book? Sounds interesting. May I read the first one? So, the title of the book that we choose to read is Philippine Literature Before the Emergence of Philippine Literature in English. So, it is perfect for our topic for today. So, let us now start reading the book. The Philippines is known for being a rich country. Wow! Rich in natural resources, gold, copper, minerals, oil, agriculture, and many more. History-wise, the Philippines is also rich in heritage, culture, and traditions. How did it happen? It is because of literature which preserved all of this. Even before the arrival of the Spaniards in our country to colonize us, our ancestors have already their own literature. Our ancient literature consists of our customs and traditions, as these are reflected in our folk stories, old plays, and short stories. Do they also have their own alphabet during those days? Let's find out. Even before the introduction of European alphabet, our ancestors have already their own, which they called Alibata or famously known as Baybayin, which is similar to Malayo-Polynesian alphabet. Unfortunately, during the Spanish era, all of the records that our ancestors had were either burned by the Spanish friars, for they believed that these were evil works, most especially those that were written in the barks of trees, dried leaves, and bamboo cylinder. Isn't it rude? Nevertheless, our ancestors were able to save some records such as folk songs that prove the existence of a native culture which is truly our own. Some of the manuscripts of the ancient Filipinos were passed orally until these were printed and published. Our literature before Spanish colonization is characterized by legends, folktales, epics, folk songs, epigrams, riddles, chants, maxims, proverbs, or sayings. Legends are about origin of a thing, place, location, or name. The events are imaginary, devoid of truth, and unbelievable. Example of this is the legend of the Tagalogs. Folktales are made up of stories about life, adventure, love, horror, and humor. where one can derive lessons about life. Example of this is The Moon and the Sun. Epics are long narrative poems in which a series of heroic achievements happen. Example of this is Biyag ni Lamang, an Ilocano epic written by Pedro Bocaneg. Folk songs mirrored the early forms of Philippine culture. Example of this is Kundiman. Epigrams are the laws or rules on good behavior by our ancestors. Riddles reveal subtle resemblances between two unlike objects. Sayings are used in teasing or to comment on a person's situations. Sawikain are sayings without hidden meanings. Wow! I couldn't imagine the abundance of Philippine literature even before the colonization period. We are now done reading the first page, so let us now move on to the second page. In 1521, Spaniards came in our country to colonize us. They brought with them their culture as well as their language. Not only that, they have also imposed Roman Catholicism in the country and spread Christianity from island to island. They have also changed our alphabet from Baybayin into Roman alphabet. The Spaniards colonized us because of their three goals, which are gold, to accumulate wealth from the Philippines; glory, the supremacy of Spain over Portugal as a superpower; and God, to convert our ancestors to Christians. On the other hand, the European power contributed much in shaping and recording our literature. Religion and institutions that represented European civilization enriched the languages in the lowlands, introduced theater, which we would come to know as komedya, the sinaculo, the zarzuela, the playlets, and the drama. Cenaculo is a dramatic performance to commemorate the passion and death of Christ. The zarzuela is a musical comedy or melodrama which dealt with man's passions and emotions like love, revenge, hate, cruelty, or political problem. Spain also brought to the country liberal ideas and an internationalism that influenced our own Filipino intellectuals and writers for them to understand the meanings of liberty and freedom. Literature in this period may be classified as religious prose and poetry and secular prose and poetry. The first books during this period are Doctrina Christiana, which was the first book to be printed in the Philippines in 1593, and Encyclography. Nuestra Señora del Rosario contains the biographies of saints, novenas, questions and answers on religion. Libro de los Cuatro Postrimerias del Hombre, which was the first book written in typography. Barlaan at Josefat, which was the first Tagalog novel printed in the Philippines, even though it is only a translation. The famous people during this period are Francisco Baltasar, the author of Florante at Laura; Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Reyalonda, the author of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo as its sequel; Andres Bonifacio, who is the father of Philippine Revolution and the president of the Tagalog Republic and became the Supremo of KKK; and Leona Florentino, who is famously known for her lyrical poetry in Spanish and in Ilocano. So we are just done reading 2 pages of this book, and it already taught me so much about our literature, and also it made me realize how lit our literature is even before the emergence of Philippine literature in English, and it also made me realize how intellectual, how intelligent our ancestors are. So maybe that is all for today, and it's about time to go home. So it is time again to enter the portal. So obviously I'm already home, and have you learned something? I know for sure you enjoyed our trip, and I just hope that through this video I was able to let you realize how beautiful our literature is before the emergence of Philippine literature in English. And I also hope that this video helped you appreciate it.
Just a disclaimer guys, I did not wear my face mask during our travel because obviously we didn't encounter any human beings and there's no reason for us to be infected by the coronavirus.
Again, this is Lyka, and do not forget to wear your face masks, sanitize your hands, and drink a lot of water. I think this is now the end of the vlog, and thank you for watching. See you on my next video.